Okay, so as said, why upskilling is very much required nowadays, because there is a lot of shortage of skilled manpower. What I say that today's manpower are not that as much skilled as what earlier we used to have it. So we required, our education has also become little bit dull than what it was previously. So what we are finding out nowadays, that it is very much required to train the manpower, to upskill them. They have got all the abilities, but still the practical knowledge what we are getting into our university is not suffice to have that much world class of quality in our factory. And to that's why it is very much necessary to train the manpower in today's world to have the right kind of workforce if we want to become to a self-reliant country. So it is very much necessary, not only point of view in respect to the skilling them, but also in respect to the behaving them. Next, please. What skills does it matter? Why they are required? Because see, every day a person does the same kind of job, but that does not suffice him that he is a skill in that job. So regularly we should, we should regularly upgrade them with the skills. We should trade them with the latest technology, so that we can not only increase the production but with the quality also. That's the need of the hour. Even our customers require a good quality product, so that it is a very much beneficial to him. How it can improve their production. So it is very much necessary to upskill our regular force also, as well as the new force also. Why upskilling is required? Because as you know that day by day the competition is increasing. So to minimize the cost of production, we need to rework on how to build a world class quality product with less resources. So for them, we have a challenges also in manufacturing. We have to improve the workforce with respect to the latest technology, whatever available, with respect to automation, to reduce our downtime and the wastages, so that we can enhance our manufacturing challenges and increase our productivity with respect to the quality. So as I said that automation, data skilling, human skill, that all remains the very critical if we want to increase our productivity, and if we want to increase to our large scale mass production. We very much required our large workforce to implement that, and for that they should be well aware. The skilling of them is very much required. Upskilling them with respect to automation, with respect to the data, with respect to the human skills. Every skills has to be counted, and we have to upskill our workforce to increase our industries. What we are finding out is that there is a lot of gap between the current workforce and the technology available today. It is very much necessary to upgrade the skill gap of the current employee also, to let them know how he can learn the AI tools to increase his productivity, how he can learn the automation process to increase his productivity. It is not that from morning to evening he's doing the same kind of work. So he is thinking that he is self-reliant in that work and he's expert in that work, but it is not. So we need to tell him that there is still a gap between the work he is doing and still the improvement is there. So that gap we should minimize and upgrade it. So that is where the upskilling requires. So it is very much necessary. And for to minimize this gap, we need to know what kind of that human being is that, what skill he is having. So we should have every skill matrix for each and every individual in our workforce. Then only we can upskill them. Without that, we cannot upskill them. So whoever the manager or the managerial person or in management should know that what kind of person he has hired, how much skill he has, and what kind of upgradation is required. Then only we can upskill him to get to that level where we want it. Otherwise, there is no point in doing it, and we cannot be train our person. Next, please. In skilling, as I said, that not only the technical skill is of course very much necessary in not only HVAC and R, but in every industries. The person should be technical. Then only he is called as a skillful person. Otherwise, there is no way in doing this. So technical expertise is the basic expertise what one should have, and definitely that he should have. Then only we can up. So basically, he should be able to understand what kind of process we are doing, what kind of equipment we are manufacturing, and what quality we require. So that is the basic skill that human beings should have, or our workforce should have. Then only we can upskill him then, because without basic we cannot do it. It is just like a fresher for that. And if the fresher is there, then also we have to tell him that okay, if he is a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer, whatever, but basic knowledge he should have. Then only we can train him. Otherwise, just recent cases there in our Baroda only, that one apprentice person was there and he was on the first day kept in the field, and and he was electrocuted. So that is what where the accident will happen then. Instead of upskilling them, we will be facing the safety norms and we will be facing some other problem. So it is very much necessary for a person to skill them, then that he should have a basic technical skills. Apart from technical skill, he should have the behavior skills. So before putting him, if he's a fresher, before putting him to do any kind of work or in the field, we should at least guide him that he should have a basic common sense knowledge, basic behavior, that he should respect his seniors, he should have proper communication with his seniors, he should have the even the seniors should have the problem solving capabilities. So all the behavioral skills should be also there apart from the technical skills, because the common sense can save the life, also can save your product, can upskill if he is not having the technical skills, but if having the common sense also, then also with the team building, the person is capable to get the great thing done in a small fraction of second. Next, please. The digital skilling, as said, that it is a one kind of technical skilling only, but nowadays as the AI phenomenon is already there, what we call the AI yug is there. So definitely digital skilling is very much necessary in these days, because without that he cannot do good work and the qualitative work and the quantitative work. All three of them he can do very much fast and very much easily with the digital skills by learning all the AI tools available in the market. ERP system is there in a bigger companies. Then also he can adapt to them and do the things very much fast. He should be having the basic knowledge of utilizing mobile laptops and all this thing, Excel, PowerPoint, all this tool also, so that he can easily grow ahead and enhance the company with respect to the productivity and quality. As I said, that before putting anyone into the field or before skilling them, we should at least guide them about the safety excellence, because our university knowledge or the basic knowledge what they are having right now in today's world is that they are lacking the safety. Even they are working with the sleepers and all this thing, that habituate. They earlier also they used to work with sleepers without the helmet, so that have become them the habituate. They are not using the safety equipment before doing any kind of work. So we should train them, because this will only lead to the fatal accident, which will not only damage themselves but also a company, because their work is also hold up due to the accidents and all this thing. So before putting any manpower, we should skill them with respect to safety, so that work goes smoothly and nicely with respect to the of their family and everything, and the work will not be get hindrance. So safety is also one kind of upskilling which is very much need of the hour, because nowadays all the different kinds of refrigeration in the HVAC industries has come, which need very skillful person. So before letting them to use any kind of refrigerant or any kinds of tools, we have to upskill them with respect to safety. We should know them the MBC of the all the refrigerant, so that they become aware, and there should be no accident at all. So safety is very much required in HVAC in our field, because they have to also work at the higher side, all in cold storage and in our commercial building for HVAC in our project. The people has to work on the height. So basic safety knowledge should be provided to them. Then only we will be able to cater to our high-rise building, to our metropolitan culture, to get the bigger commercial aspect completed. And before putting them, we should have that whether we have skilled that person. We should access them. We should train them. Then we should certify and review whether he is really has been trained or not. Just by training them or just by certifying them does not fulfill our task. We have to review his progress report also, whether he has actually learned or not, whether he will be capable or not. If he requires retraining on that roadmap, also should be that. So that's what the upskilling of the manpower will definitely. Then only our company or HVAC in our field will move forward. Because without reviewing that skill, we cannot implement that person to have that particular task completed. So the training, its roadmap is also very much necessary in upskilling any person in any organization. As said, that there should be on the job training also to upskilling them, because if we are training them, we are explaining them, then also certain things are there that is not clear to everybody, every human being. So on train, before putting them to the complete job, before handing them the job, we should put any person under the supervision of the senior person to let him train on the job. That is to train him what kind of work he has to carry out, how carefully he should carry it out, what kind of skills he should use to get that thing perfectly done with minimal time and quality. So that is where the on-job training we should do even after skilling them with respect to the providing them the training. So on the job is also very much necessary to complete that task, in particular our industries. As every big industries now implement the Kaizen and continuous improvement is there. So one should definitely follow that principle because that principles helps in not only giving the better product but also quantitative product and also upskilling them. So that is very much necessary that even the helper level or the lower level category person should know about the Kaizen and the 5S and all the quality management portfolio, so that he can understand the basic need of product and give us the better quality and the better quantity. After upskilling them, we should definitely have a productivity dashboard that whatever he has learned is whether he's capable, what output he's giving, and so that we can know the input what we are giving. We should have the trend tracking at least for the 6 months or 1 year, that whatever work we have given is whether he has learned it or not. So that upskilling promotion is to be very much necessary to see that that person is being upgraded every year, not constrained to the one particular thing, but he's been trained and upskilled to improve day by day throughout his life. So that is also very much necessary. Upskilling is not a one type of job; it's a continuous job, and that we should follow. The performance KPI. So that is what all we should have a track reference report of any person with respect to his safety, attendance, defect tests, and all this thing. So we should keep the performance of his that whatever the product he is doing or whatever work he is doing with safety, with qualitatively, and he is an attentive on that job. So that is what the performance track record of any person will be done. So that is what of the upskilling before and after. Also, we should keep the track record. Next, please. An organization should also have the ROI of the training, that whatever expense we are putting on a person, that cost we are whether recovering or not. Otherwise, there is no need of that person going on regularly on training if he is not learning the things properly, if he is not able to catch up the things. So that track record also one company should have, because nowadays there is a cutthroat competition in our HVAC and our field and in other fields. So it is very much necessary for an organization, whether we are upskilling or not, that track record. Apart from that record, whether it is actually beneficial for a company to train that particular person or not. So we should have the ROI of that training person also. Then only we can really say that we have upskilled the person, or we whatever investment we have done on that person, the company is getting revert back. So that is also very much necessary. Otherwise, we will be going on investing and investing, but there will be no output, there will be no production, there will be no quality, and at the end of the day we will find that we are all in vain. So it is very much necessary to have the ROI of the training also. So this is all
Okay.
the best practice for the upskilling of the manpower, what we can do it for our HVAC in our industries, where we can upskill a person, and then only our HVAC in our industries can be a world class facility, and India can cater that for the, I am sure, because we have the skill, but we have to move forward with the upskilling of our manforce, and the future force is definitely depend on the AI, the smart factory, and the reskilling. So without all these parameters, we cannot go further, or we cannot become a manufacturer company, and our HVAC now, which is growing beyond the IT skill, that is beyond on 16% year on year basis, we will I am fear that we will be having the hindrance in. So that is all about the skilling of the manpower for the HVAC in our industries from my side. Thank you.